protection against him.
Where are your kids?
They're staying with the neighbor while I'm here.
It seems like the situation is unsettled.
Look, I will be able to take care of my grandmother if that's what you're driving at.
I'm not driving at anything. I'm just making an observation. But based on what you told us, it seems like discharging your grandmother to your home at this time may not be a good plan. Where are your parents?
They're in Brooklyn.
So why can't she stay with them?
No way. My father is a 100% service-connected Vietnam War veteran, and my mother has her hands filled just trying to manage him.
Then why are you involved?
Because besides me and my parents, my grandmother has no other relatives, so it's all on me. But that's okay, because I've always been close to my grandmother. She wasn't always like the way she is now.
Come on, Clarice, let's go!
Okay, Yami, just a moment. When I was a little girl, my grandmother helped us a lot with everything, so I feel I owe her something in return.
But Mrs. Rosenzweig, you may be doing your grandmother a disservice if you take her into your home before you've resolved your other issues.
Then what am I supposed to do? Just leave her here so she can be dumped in some facility? There is no one else available to care for her.
Look, we understand how you must feel, but we also have a responsibility to our patients, which includes ensuring that they have a safe discharge plan.
Come on already! Let's get out of here!
To hear her.
Of course we hear her, and she wants to leave. She's angry.
That's right. So if you have nothing more to say, please give me my grandmother's discharge papers so we can leave. We have a flight to catch.
Dr. Stankowski, I don't think this is a safe discharge.
She's not your grandmother. She's mine.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Rosenzweig, but I have to agree with Mr. Alexander. Your willingness to help is commendable, but it wouldn't be right for the patient.
So my coming here from Texas was all for nothing?
No, not at all. The fact that we know that you're involved could be very useful. Perhaps you could help your grandmother find another apartment with a building with an elevator.
Yeah, right. I wish I could. But I have to get back to Fort Worth.
Well, in that case, I would suggest that we postpone Ms. Shapiro's discharge plan, and find a placement in a rehab facility.
Will I be notified where she's going?
Yes, but I need your correct telephone number.
Okay, here's my number. 851-385-7243.
This is your correct number, right?
Yes, it is. Now, how are we going to break the news to my grandmother?
By telling her right now. Why don't you have your grandmother join us right now?
Maurice gets up, goes to Esther.
It's about time!
Yami, come with me into the room. The doctor and social worker want to talk with you.
I don't want to talk to them. I just want to leave with you.
Why don't you go back to the room? I'll bring Esther in.
Clarice returns to the room.
Let's go, Esther. Okay, Esther. Now sit down.
Esther sits, and Clarence remains standing.
Now, what's going on here?
There's been a change in plans.
Oh, God. No. Not again.
We're not discharging you back to your grandmother's.
What? Is this true?
I'm afraid so, Yami.
You dreadful people. Look what you've done to my darling granddaughter. You're nothing but bullies. Why, if I were younger...
Stop it, Esther. I won't let you talk that way.
Thank you, Mr. Lattimore. We're trying to help you, and your granddaughter came here from Texas to see if she could help too, but right now she can't.
No. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're gonna kill me.
Take Miss Shapiro back to her room. I'll be there shortly to give her a sedative.
Let's go, Esther.
Please, please don't leave me, Clarice. Please don't leave me.
What have I done?
You've not done anything wrong. This wasn't like Clarice.
How can you say that? Didn't you hear her screaming?
Look, why don't you come into my office?
I don't want to go anywhere with you, okay? You've done enough damage already. I I came here to help my grandmother, and now I'm leaving with the sound of her screaming ringing in my ears, thanks to you. Shame on the both of you. I have a good mind to just take her out of here.
That is certainly your prerogative. But if anything happens to her, you will be held fully liable. Are you willing to take that kind of chance?
You people have an answer for everything. I'm out of here.
Clarence returns to the nursing station as Clarice storms off the stage.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
What's with her?
Miss Rosen's wife just agreed to the discharge plan.
Well, did they not tell you to leave well enough alone?
Yes, you did, Clarence, but the problem was not the situation wasn't well enough to be left alone.
There you go again, being a smart aleck.
Yeah, that's what it may sound like to you, but we're dealing with people and their emotions. And because of that, sometimes people's feelings get hurt. It comes with the territory.
Okay. So when do you think we'll find a nursing home for Miss Shapiro?
Probably tomorrow.
Probably. Doesn't sound very reassuring.
I do my best.
Whatever you say, Paul. By the way, what's going on with Miss Montgomery?
Nothing, I'm still waiting on the M11 queue.
Still waiting for the M11 queue. It doesn't sound very reassuring either.
Come on, Clarence, stop ragging me, okay? You know how much I depend on these forms.
You and your forms. Paul, you are a real card.
And you're a real card too. Now just get me that M11 queue and my life will be complete.
One M11Q form coming up.
The sound of these words is just like music to my ears. It sure is great being a medical social worker.
The end.